Hello guys, we are back for today's tutorial. I hope all of you practice well for the tutorial we did yesterday and the previous one I've been doing. So and I will need you guys, any area you guys didn't understand better, you can always ask me questions on my WhatsApp. And if you text me on Facebook and I'm not replying, maybe I'm very busy or so. And meanwhile, I don't really reply message quickly on my Facebook. I prefer seeing your message on WhatsApp, so I will attend to it as soon as I can. You know, I'm doing a lot, so I might be late replying some messages. So just text me on WhatsApp to reach me faster, or text me on my Instagram to reach me faster. So for this today's tutorial, what we are going to still continue is the animation. So yesterday we did a linear form of animation, and today we are going to do a kind of zigzag form of animation, you having to curve around, rotate and all that. So it's just a simple step and a very fundamental step you just need to know. So I'll be taking you guys on that. So I hope you guys are understanding. Now you guys, I really see a lot of improvement in some of you guys, even in the animation I just did yesterday. Some of you are already, dazzling with it, the way you feel you can go better with it. That's just the spirit. You don't just stop from the tutorial alone, you keep practicing. It's not a magic. You don't just get everything at once. But the little you are being given, you put more practice into it, and you just see you be the boss of yourself. So let's just go straight to today's tutorial. It is for the Leon. We did a linear yesterday, so we are going something rotational, something cover, and all that. So let's go to our movie. So I click on movie. So this is what we did yesterday. Although we did yesterday. So let's pick another shot, another clip. So for this clip, let me try and pick it from an angular side. Or should I pick from a top? Uh, I want to pick a view so that you'll be able to see what we are doing. I want to decrease the clip to around 25 seconds. I want to decrease it as much as possible. I'm taking decrease it to 2 seconds, so I'm going to like 15. Let's play and see our movement. Hope it's not too fast and hope it's not too slow. Let's make it a bit faster by reducing the clip length. Let's get it to like 10. Okay, fine. So now you want to animate. So just go to animation. Then we are using advanced movement. So assuming this, the car we intend to animate. Assuming there's a car. So I told you guys you have to first give it a first timeline where to start. Then you move the car. You have to be on this move depending on how you want to move your car. So this move, so drag it. That was the first movement. Then you still drag. That was the second movement. Then come to, and if you want to get this thing perfect, you have to know how car moves. So if you are driving, is an advantage for you, you know how to drive. So you know this moves. So now we are coming to our rotation by giving it, you have to be a bit careful about that. Increase again. You are moving your car. And moving your car. Increase again. Let's do a bit of rotation here. And maybe move like that. So you play to see where you have your errors and that. So that's just the movements we just did. So the only problem we are having with this movement is the time frame. So if you notice, I did something here. When the car moves from your, that's why I say if you are driving, it's always better for, if for some of you want to do it, though the time frame is somehow fast. So that was the only thing that we could just adjust. So I want you guys to notice something. When the car is moving, pam, pam, pam. So the car wants to tilt to a side. The car can't just tilt to a side in a very fast motion like that. It has to apply a kind of gesture. So that's the gesture you see that I applied at a particular place. Can you see the way it moves before going? Not that it will just go that way. That's some of the mistake you guys also. So it has a, so when you want to rotate back, tilt back to the other side, you see I move back a bit. Can you see where I moved back? So I'll be able to get another position, then I move. So I don't know if you guys are getting this thing. So I can still decide to reduce. So I'm reducing those timing we're having. I hope you guys are understanding. If you still have some problem with it, just let me know. See, we are good with 6 seconds. Or let me use 8. I think you're good with 8. 8 is not bad. So after having that, we can play with this timing as well. So play with this time. So this time will actually give you so you have to understand this your time offset, the time at which the car is starting. So depending on the clip you're having, so the car starts. Remember the car has to start. So play. I hope you guys can see the movement. So start all over again and play it. So let's do another one. So not animation is that hard. You just have to get perfect angle, perfect clip, perfect location. So let's do for this white car. Let's do for this white car. Which one should we use for this white car? You can either start from where this one stopped or can decide to just move. So this is when this is moving. So just notice that. So let's decide to rotate this a bit. You have to be conscious of how you rotate it. You understand? So let me say it's coming back, then I move back. I'm gonna say we give it a bit of rotation. Then I move forward. So let's see how that plays in. So can you just say I hope this thing is not so complicated for you guys. It's when you practice, you know it's simple. Let me just put it that way. It's when you practice. So just the way I did the movement, that's how this guy is going as well. So you can still make it more perfect when you practice. So I hope you guys are with me. So the more you practice, the more you understand how it works better. So let's try another stuff. I'll see if it's drifting or which car should we try with that? I don't have a, so let's try human being then. So that means this human being will walk from there to there. So let's see it played out. So if because I started the human being from here to there, so if this doesn't reach here, it doesn't play. This human being doesn't move. Hope you get me. Can you see when it got there? though the timing is somehow fast for the human being. That's why you have to do animation in clips. So anytime I'm doing something like this, what I do is that when I animate my cars, maybe they go in or come out or anyhow, or they are going straight. So the next scene can just be my human being. Or if I want to do everything together, I animate this, maybe this car, if this car is going straight, I animate it using mass movement. If this one is coming like this, I can animate it using advanced movement in the same scene. You understand? So that's how you have to play with all those stuff and take them in clips. You understand what I'm saying? So let's replay this. I'm coming. Just start all over. So it's as if that woman being is running, and that was due to the time I set for it. Is the time is kind of very long. So if I'm to do it, and I can set this way, so you see the difference of what I'm saying. So in scenes like this, you can use mass movement for the human being, then maybe advanced movement for the cars. Let's pick another scene so you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. Changing the direction, I'm going the dual direction. And I can same like add that same node for this human beings. Though I will remove this because this is not working. This human being is not working. So let me remove him from the node. So let me play. So the car is somehow slow. I need to move this car. This a bit. It's touching the node I placed there. Still need to edit it. Look for that point. So I guess you guys are with me. Currency. So that's what I want you guys to see. So using mass movement for all of them at the same time. So we'll try another stuff, which is for the rotational movement. Which car can we rotate? Like mono drift a car. So let me just so I guess you guys are getting along. So let's use should I set anything for them? We don't really need that actually because you are not rendering them. Let's use advanced movement. So since it's rotational stuff we want to do, so we just rotate it on the spot. It was like this, so you gently rotate it. And so keep gently rotating it. So these are the techniques I want you guys to keep practicing. So you know how it works. So the way you are doing it with your hand, you feel it better. So you understand it better how it really works. So can you see? So that is how if you want to drift a car, if you want to drift a car. So there was an animation I did. There was a personal project I did sometimes ago. I guess it was last year or 2019. Either last year or 2019. Maybe I was doing a drifting car for a personal project. So you guys can check my YouTube channel. You see how I do it. Though there's a bit of mistake in the drift, not really in the drifting or in the scene actually. But you guys can get the idea from there as well. So this is how I drifted the car. This is how I drifted the car. Using you can't use mouse movement for this. You can usually use move for advanced movement, but I would advise you to use advanced movement. And there's one problem you can only have with Lumion animations. Lumion animations, in some specific way, they are lacking on their movement, especially maybe their cars and all some stuff. Assuming I'm having a gallop road. To animate my car on the gallop road, you can't really achieve that on Lumion unless you've done the scene from maybe Blender or 3D Max, or if you animated the car as well, how it's going to go. So you can just bring it to Lumion to render that scene. You understand? But it's going to take a longer time rendering it on Blender or Maya or 3D Max. So that's why you see some people that say they use 3D Max to mold up, then they render. So they've created all those scenes, all those the movement and everything on their software that are using to model, then they render with Lumion because the rendering is faster. So just try to understand that it's already crashing each other, or that's not really our issue. You get. So play it. Zup. So that's that on that. So I want you guys to send me comments and reviews on all the tutorial we have been doing. So I want to know where you guys are really lacking, because I don't want to be bombarding you guys with everything. And I know most of you, like at least 80% of you have really improved with what I've seen so far from where you started to where you're going. Some of you improved in area of interior, some of you improved in area of exterior, some of you improved in both, some of you are already, dazzling with the animations. And next week we are closing down the tutorial. So even though we have finished the tutorial, if you still want to continue, there's an arrangement for that. And if there's a specific things you really want to know, just let me know. So we'll pick that up. Those people that are still waiting for their stuffs, still chat me up for it. And if you feel like you still need those material, like the full package of the materials I'm using, and maybe you only paid for the student package, you can still pay your 50,000 just to balance up and get the full package. You understand? So every other stuff we need to know, just allow me to know, because next week we are just going to round up all what you've learned. You understand? We're going to round it up all what you've learned. So by next week, I'm going to give a prize to anyone that really, which their work really impressed me. The price is not something big, it's just something to compensate the effort of the person. So today I think you guys have been able to learn about rotational form of you moving your car, your linear form of moving human being and all that. So if there's a point I've not touched and you need explanation, I can just type it to you on how you do it, or if there is time, do a video for you guys. So thank you till next week. I love you all. I hope this has been an amazing journey for you all. So next week we are rounding up. So next week I'm going to take you guys on how to animate lights. That's light on Lumion. Maybe your strip light. Maybe having a strip light here. So you want the light to on and off in an animation scene. I'll take you guys on how to do that. It's very simple. So I love you guys. Till next week. Have a blessed week and keep sending your work for critics and all that.